When night falls, keep your expectations high with NightShot digital night vision rifle scope. Made for the shooting enthusiast who want to see in the dark at distances further than any night vision scope priced anywhere near the NightShot. To adjust windage and elevation, remove the protective cap by rotating counterclockwise. The IR850NS is an easy-to-use, weatherproof accessory infrared illuminator custom designed for use with Night Owl Optics NightShot digital night vision rifle scope. Whether you're varmint hunting or predatory hunting, the IR850NS will enhance your night vision shooting experience.
And welcome back to Affordable Optics and Rifle Reviews. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up your infrared on your scope. So this is the final product. This is what it should look like. You do have to keep in mind a few key considerations when setting this all up, because you're going to be setting it up off of your rifle. It's just going to be a lot easier to set up, and you won't necessarily be able to get these Allen screws on if the scope is already on your rifle. So take that scope off of your rifle, take it out of its scope rings, and we're going to start setting it up. So this is what the final product should look like.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna start with is the scope. We're gonna leave it to its lowest magnification. We're gonna set the parallax down to its lowest amount. If you have a parallax-free scope, that's great. Next, you're going to wrap it in tape. So this one does come with some tape. You don't need to put very much. It's just essentially so that your screws from your the ocular mounting system doesn't scratch it all up, and it gives it something to grip onto. That's what you're gonna want. So I just put 2 layers and that was sufficient. You're gonna wanna make sure that it does fit the scope. So if your eyepiece is too big, it may actually not fit. So these will be the dimensions on the screen. So next step is we're gonna be setting up one of these onto the tube. Now, this isn't a 30mm tube, this is a 1-inch tube. So we're gonna be putting this on the optic. Now, normally you'd be used to setting these up for your rifle, but you're gonna be putting this one on upside down. You're gonna see just why in just a moment. Now, while we're doing that, this system does take ATN X-Sight-4k batteries. I recommend you get some pretty good quality ones, and that you make sure they're fully charged before even trying this out. You're going to need a total minimum of 3. Now this doesn't need to be extremely tight. This isn't holding your scope to the rifle. It's just holding this camera system to the scope. Make sure this additionally is plugged in, or else, well, I mean, you won't have any video. Okay. Then we're just gonna loosen this up, slip this in. We're gonna tighten that up later with a screwdriver. All right, now this part is assembled. Now it's important to know your eye relief because that's gonna give you a ballpark idea of where exactly to mount this on your objective. Okay, so I am gonna need to loosen these up a little bit, just so I can slip it on. Now there is a direction on how to put this on, and essentially you want the on-off to this camera. This essentially is a camera. You're gonna want this facing downwards, or else, I mean, when the final result, the picture is gonna be moving in the wrong directions. So, all right, this is sort of where we want it. Now my battery is fully charged. We don't have to worry about the infrared just yet. This in itself is just a simple camera. So we're gonna turn it on and see if we are in the right place. My on switch is, oh, the on switch is right here. Okay. Now the camera is on, and this should also be projecting whatever we see. All right, now if you wanna know how to put the batteries in, you push this in with your nail, and your batteries are right there. All right. And that should be showing you fairly clearly. That's my wooden wall. So in this case, I'm gonna snug these down a little bit at a time. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can back it up a little bit, because I do want a bit bigger field of view. Okay. Okay, now I'm snugging it up, and you guys notice the reticle is moving a bit to the left. I'm gonna do these all a little bit at the same time. So for the infrared, all you do, take this, loosen it up a bit, mount it in there. And you're gonna slip the flashlight in here. Now, if you're not sure how to put the battery in, it just untwists like this. And it takes a 18650 battery, just like in the little screen here. Make sure you fully charge these if you want this to project out the beam that it should, or else you might not see as far as you want to. Come on. And I gotta loosen it up. There we go. Now I'm going to mount it fairly forward on the scope, just because I know I still have to put my scope rings on. And it's as simple as that. And this one, you turn it on just by pressing the button. Now, as you should be able to tell, it's a little bit red. Now, you might think that, oh, this beam might be kind of dead, but no, this is actually exactly what it looks like when it's fully functional. I've tested it out outside at night, and I mean, it works pretty good. So let's turn on the monitor. That's my mailbox.
Night hunting requires both skill and professional equipment. Pulsar has created the most advanced thermal imaging rifle scope on the market. It is sometimes hard to find a hunting game in the dense forest, especially when it gets dark. Having the trail on the rifle will make this task easier and faster. For its image acquisition, the trail uses a cutting-edge thermal imaging sensor with a remarkable 640 by 480 pixel resolution and a pixel size of 17 microns. The best thermal rendering software in its class for image sharpness, variable magnification for the better identification of remotely located objects. A detection distance at night reaches 1800 meters or 2000 yards. Indication of the elevation angle and side incline provides the necessary data to introduce corrections during a shot. The Trail possesses a built-in Wi-Fi module that allows connecting a smartphone or tablet to the rifle scope wirelessly in seconds with the help of a Stream Vision mobile application, available for Android or iOS devices. With Stream Vision, watching animals from a high viewpoint or a hunting cabin is very easy. All you need to do is point your rifle scope at the place where animals will appear and watch the image on your smartphone. The Quick Change B-Pack battery unit ensures fast and easy battery replacements in the field. Changing the B-Pack is as easy as changing a gun magazine. The large B-Pack battery unit provides enough power for up to 16 hours of uninterrupted Wi-Fi video streaming. The quick release mount ensures firm and fast mounting of the Trail rifle scope onto any weapons with a Picatinny or Weaver rail. A fully waterproof body protects the rifle scope from heavy rain or other unfavorable conditions, making the hunter certain that his equipment will not let him down at the necessary moment. The Trail allows you to save 3 zeroing profiles with 5 distances for each profile, or 15 zeroing distances altogether. The Hunter also has many options for zeroing the Trail, with one of the easiest options being free zeroing. The integrated video recorder can be activated by recoil. Trail, the choice of professionals.